What's up, Bulldogs, and welcome to this week's news show. I'm Claire Davis.
And I'm Molly Hotek. This week, we covered the show choir preview show,
North Dive,
the track and field call-out meeting,
and FCA.
The Columbus North show choirs, North Stars and Vocal Point, are preparing for their competition season this January and February. On this Friday, they'll be having their preview show where you can come and watch their competition sets. BNN reporters Deshna Venkatachalan and Michelle Caldwell tell us more.
BNN sat down with show choir to talk about preparations for the upcoming competition on January 15th.
My name is Ms. Gaffron, and I am the choir director at North. I've taught for 6 years. This is my 3rd year at North, and I've been singing choir since I was in 7th grade.
My name is Sophia Martinez, and I am a senior. I've been doing show choir for 3 years now.
My name is Junior Garrido, and I have done show choir for 3 years now.
I do show choir. The easiest answer is because that's what my job is. But I love show choir actually because it allows me to spend more time with my students.
I do show choir because I really like singing and dancing.
I was actually forced into show choir because I really didn't think about it that much, but as soon as I got the hang of it, I was like, wow, this is like epic. I really like it.
Show choir is basically if you had a musical that was only 15 minutes long and it traveled as a competition is the easiest way I can describe it. So singing and dancing at the same time for about 15 minutes straight. There's usually 5 songs. There's a fast one at the start and the end, kind of medium tempo on the 2nd and 4th song, and then the middle song we call our ballad, which is our short number. I'm sorry, not our short, a slow number. And we perform that show all the way through for judges. They give us a score. We're competing kind of in a tournament style thing.
Senior Sophia Martinez describes show choir.
I describe show choir as a sport. We dance all the time, and it's pretty active, but at the same time, we have a lot of fun, we make a lot of friends, and we make a lot of cool music. Our first competition is on January 15th, I believe.
We actually have 2 because we have 2 show choirs. So the unisex show choir, which is all students who either identify or present as female, they are called North Stars, and their show is all about a nasty breakup. The mixed group, which is all students of all genders, is called Vocal Point, and their show, their theme is peace, love, and hurt.
We get scored by the dancing performance, the foot noise, and our facial expressions. I have struggled with a lot. You see, I wasn't the type of guy being good at singing or anything, and all those warming up the vocals things has helped me improve throughout the years.
In the past, a goal that I set for myself for show choir is probably to become president, and I am. But in the future, my goal is to get first place at a competition this year.
Honestly, as their teacher, I just want them to have fun, to feel successful in what they're doing, even if we're not getting trophies, and to have an experience that when they're looking back on it, they're happy they did it, and it's something that they can feel positively about in their high school experience.
This is Michelle and Deshna reporting for BNN.
The Columbus North Bullfrogs swim and dive team recently had a meet this past Thursday. Reporters Gabby Donica and Erica Smith tell us more.
BNN sat down with members of the diving team.
Carson Shoup, I'm a junior.
I'm Lydia Putney, and I'm a sophomore.
It was my first season ever diving for Columbus North.
I started diving last year, in the season last year.
I stopped playing tennis for North, and I was looking for a new sport to play, and I had some friends doing diving, so I decided to give it a try.
I got into diving because I had a friend who was in here, and she recommended me to it because I've been diving for a really long time, and I was super interested in the sport.
Usually every day except for Sundays, and we have morning practice on Tuesdays and Thursdays for diving.
We practice every day except for Sunday. We have morning practices Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Working out and lifting weights, such as that, is really important for diving. It keeps us in shape. Keeping control of your body weight for us is really important, just for our ability to be explosive on the board and get our height, and also be flexible so we can do our flips.
Weights helps prepare us by training our muscles to keep us from getting hurt, and it helps us to propel ourselves forward so we can improve our technique on our dives.
My favorite dive that I've done so far is probably front flip half twist followed by front 1.5.
My favorite dive would probably be an inward dive pike.
The best dive score I've ever gotten is, I think, all 6s or almost all 6s.
My best dive score was a 7 that I got on my inward dive pike.
Our dives are scored through every step of the way, from our hurdle to our approach on the board to jumping off the board, how you tuck or pike, whatever your hold is, and then to how you enter the water, are your toes pointed, and your splash.
This is Erica and Gabby reporting for BNN.
The track and field team recently had a call-out meeting in Coach Sluder's room to discuss their upcoming season. BNN reporters Nayeli Alejandro and Alan Solano tell us more.
BNN sat down with Clayton Guthrie and Ashley Hauser to talk about their goals for this year's track and field season.
My name is Clayton Guthrie and I'm a junior.
My name is Ashley Hauser and I am a junior.
So I do anywhere from the 800 meter dash to the 2-mile run, but I specialize in the 800 meter and mile.
Events, I am a thrower, so I do shot put and discus.
This is not my first year. I've been doing track and field since about 7th grade, and honestly I decided to do it because I ran cross country in 7th grade and I thought that track would be a good off-season thing to do, and then it turns out I was pretty good at it and I really enjoyed it, so I stuck with it.
I decided to do track and field to just give me something to do. I always enjoyed doing the sport, so I wanted to have another option, and I started 9th grade year.
I plan to get 156 in the 800. I plan to go sub 420 in the mile, and I plan to make it to state in both of those, and if not in both of those, I plan to make it to state in the 4x800.
This year I want to PR and improve my throwing from last season. I recommend students should join to meet new people and to try something different. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, and I actually really do, and I have a really great track family. So.
This is Alan Solano reporting for BNN.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes, or FCA, is an organization here at school that meets every Friday morning to participate in activities and discuss topics. Reporters Vicky Lucas and Luke Chandler tell us more.
BNN sat down with Naomi Gambrill and Emma Long to talk about FCA.
My name is Emma Long and I'm a junior at Columbus North High School and I'm a leader at FCA.
My name is Naomi Gambrill and I'm a senior.
FCA is a Fellowship of Christian Athletes, athletes that meet every Friday morning to talk about fellowship and prayer.
I throw, shot put, and discus in track and field.
During FCA, a student leads a fellowship and we talk about the presentation, and then we either play a game or listen to music and sing, and then at the end we pray together, and that's about all we do.
FCA is Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and I kind of joined it my freshman year because a lot of my friends were there, and it's just a really good community of people. You get a message about God and just different things like that. There's just a lot of different people in there that you can talk to, get to know.
I would tell others thinking about joining FCA that is a good way to grow in your community and grow your faith.
I would tell them to do it because it's just a good group of people to be around, and it's another thing that you can be involved in your school. So.
This is Luke Chandler reporting for BNN.
And that's all for this week's news show. I'm Claire Davis.
And I'm Molly Hotek, and as always, you're watching Bulldog News Network.